We don't usually start at this screen, but for the next couple of runs, we're going to switch over to a copy of the main profile titled Stygian Nonsense, because we've had some requests and it is my interest to fulfill them, but I also want to do some science. Like, one of the problems that I think we face with our runs these days is we kind of have a pretty good idea of what works and what doesn't, and that disincentivizes trying other things. So we're gonna try some other things here. We're gonna try some torches. I want to try a few different torches. I really want to try the corpse light. And I also just want to do a Stygian run because, you know, Stygian runs are something. I'm still filled with regret that we gave favorite toy to our occultist. Unfortunately. Let's see. So who do we actually have memories to give here? Looks like we only got the one on the flagellant. We are somewhere in the middle. I can't say no to more HP on our flagellant. So we will do that. But I think we're going for a bleed run here, maybe. And good morning to you, Illustrious. I think I fixed the bug with special character encoding. So we'll see if Firefly returns, and if Firefly returns, maybe we will see if I actually fixed it or not. Or we may run into all kinds of new bugs, but you know. What's our plan here?
Or be consumed by them.
I mean, we could go for a cowardice run, but that's a lot of action. I'm a little nervous about going for resentment because I don't know that the team that I'm imagining is strong on the lungs. But maybe that'll be part of the interest in it. Because I really don't know what we're running. I mean, so I was thinking a bleed run. So I was thinking we go like Yellow Hand. We go Yellow Hand, Plague Doctor, but go for the Surgeon, go for the Ravager, or the Bleed Hellion, whoever that is, and that leaves us a final slot. All right, we'll try and figure out a way to make resentment work.
Let us drag your agglutinated indignities out into the light.
But yeah, I'm not entirely sure the way this one is going to work. I am very concerned about the potential for lack of backline damage. In a lot of these like bleed style builds, I don't think there's a lot of bleed that goes to the backline. So like my gut has said for a while that it might be something like this. But this, so like I'm thinking we do like a Yellow Hand, and then I want to do a Zerker. See, the problem here is we need we need a lot of combo generation with a team like this. And I don't know who's supposed to be giving the combo. We could certainly swap in the occultist. But even then, we don't get a ton of combo. I mean, I guess we could like use Weakening Curse to set things up on front liners. But it doesn't feel great. Maybe I'm going too heavy into bleed. Does that help us much if I switch that around? I don't think it does. Because the idea is we're going to be using Wicked Slice and Open Vein. And we want combo to make Open Vein work. I don't know. This is a tough one. We go Surge. Yeah, we have too many combo consumers, so maybe we just can't make that work. Maybe we... Where can you... So you're like front 3 ranks. That doesn't help us much.
A murderous melody lingers.
Maybe we do...
After the final chord has been struck. To know the
Is this
abyss,
madness? This might be
must
madness.
embrace it.
I don't think we can afford to not go Virtuoso, especially if he's going to be front line. Now maybe we go Rogue instead so that we get lots of riposte. People have been talking a lot about that. We can go like a riposte build. Yellow Hand seemed fun. But maybe we try this out, and then for you... I don't think we can take the minus 20% damage along with the rest. We could try rolling Ritualist, though. For the extra healing? I don't know about that, though. Let's try running Warlock and see. Hey, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. This team is going to be interesting. Now, we're roguing it up. We may need to find a way to get a bit of... Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't think this team is going to be great. And I think we really struggle on the final boss. And we don't have a lot of ways to protect our backline, except that we do have a...
But you are not alone.
So let's see. So we ended up going Warlock, which means we go Sealing Spaghetti, we go Pull. I think we might go... Do we go Weakening Curse? Nah, I think we need Binding Shadows. So I think we go with those, then that's going to be like that. I think we keep that. And that. Now, I think for now we need the forward and the back. This is messy. Maybe we use solo if we get to the front. And then I think we need to keep pistol shot. We need to keep point blank, but we need to get those. All right, we'll try that. Hey, Jason. We're doing the thing that you have requested, but with a weird team. We're going for a Stygian run, but I decided to do kind of like a bleed team. So we're really just experimenting here. We'll see how it all goes. Yeah, we're rocking a rogue. We are indeed rocking a rogue. And potentially a frontline jester as well, if that's not the stuff of nightmares. But as a side note, this is not counting as an official run, in the sense that we have split off the save file, and we're just gonna do. I wanted to do some science, and I'm a little frustrated that we so regularly find ourselves kind of bored with the fact that we kind of know what works in large part, and I would like for us to have some more flexibility with what we end up choosing and doing. God, both of those are so limiting. We're also doing Resentment, which this team is not super well set up for Resentment, if you ask me. But if we die a terrible death, we have a backup copy, so we'll probably just restore the save file and we'll try again. I also want to try. We're gonna do Stygian Torch, which is gonna be murder. But I also want to try the Corpse Light Torch. Or the Corpse Light. I'm super curious about how that one goes.
The table is set. The inn awaits its favorite guests.
Hey, Rusty, how's it going? So yeah, so I really want to try the corpse light. So no safe routes. Enemies have round end corpses transform into carrion eaters. At various levels, heroes gain speed and lose debuff resist. Enemies gain resistances, and on resist gains positive tokens. But I think we're gonna go Stygian for this first one. Oh, that is a lot of awfulness. What does this team need? I think it probably benefits most from stress resist. We could also go Shambler spawn. That's always a thing that can be done. Hard to say no to a songbook of touching dirges early on. I think we need to buy at least one food, because after I equip the Stygian Blaze, things are going to get real bad. For lack of a better something or other. Let's see. Shrieker is a reasonable choice. You want to try Croc out? All right, we'll go Croc. We'll go Croc.
In roads yet untraveled.
That's not where the torch goes.
Only death for those who would seek to stifle us.
I think we're going to the Tangle. I do not think we are fighting the General on this first round.
Is truly barren.
I think that would be a bridge too far. Temptation for the Raven's Reach, but I don't think we do. And the pact is sealed, indeed. Indeed. I'd love to get Fade to Black going. God, there's too many things that we need. I think we have to play it safe and grab Inspiring Tune. And then I think we need more backline damage. So I think we grab Abyssal. I don't like it, but is what it is. We picked up one food. Okay, so let's do this. Big money, no whammies. We definitely got some whammies. Katniss. That's a 23. This is only an 8. So Katniss and Legion are going to get this. Just to get them back up. We got to put that there. Wait, why is you... Oh, our hit points I don't think adjust down yet. They will, though, when we go into the next region. I think a few bandages and a few of those isn't a bad idea. But let's get this party started. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily good, Rusty. No negative relationships is nice. But yeah, we're currently playing an off the record run. So we've split off our save file, and our goal here is to do some science. Yeah, I think I go to Creature Den over the alternative, and I think I go left here, despite. Well,
problem, is it not?
Okay, we'll do this. I'm gonna try to be a little conservative with stress. A hoarder early. We're not gonna have baubles yet. We're only gonna be at 55. We might pick up a little more. We got some relics, some more relics. Yeah, we're not gonna get anything that transforms our hoarder possibilities, but keep stress down. Try and get some positive relationships.
Betrays a malign madness.
Severed Finger would have been really nice. The Wind Chime is tempting. I don't think there's any way we're doing the general. Especially not with this selection of stuff. If we were doing the general, I'd probably pick up the incendiary cocktail. But right now, it's seeming like we save our money. Maybe I'll pick up the incendiary cocktail. Armory key needs a lot to enable it. Right? Like, we can't afford the armory key and the gnarly knuckles. So, Rat, this is a Stygian run. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I think a first round general without... Like, I mean, if I bought the bear traps and the incendiary cocktail, there's a possibility. But I'm also a little risk averse here. I mean, we can... We'll grab that stuff on the off chance, because I don't think it's doing us that much good. And then... we want to go... It doesn't matter if we go left here. If we go right, we pick up the loathing and then immediately get rid of it. Let's do that. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm one off here. That's fine. But yeah, I think it's very aggressive to think that we're going to be doing a general first round here. But I will I'll let people be wrong the hard way. I could not agree less with that assessment, Rat. I think that the librarian, if you prep for it, is far and away the easiest boss. I think the Leviathan is one of the worst, though, for sure. But the baby has the highest variance from my perspective. I'm gonna take the... Oh, that was supposed to be a harvest.
One less
Whoops.
obstacle in our path.
Now, we're not playing with the Carrion Torchlight. You have the defense, so I'll take the hit there. Hey, Stank! How's it going? So far, so good. Not much excitement so far. 50-50 here. All right.
A simple variable.
But yeah, I do think that for me, I think nowadays the two hardest bosses are I think the General has come up significantly since they bumped up the damage. Like, he is an insane generator of both stress and damage. So I think the librarian is my easiest boss. The General and the baby are kind of middle tier. I think the Leviathan is actually a lot easier than it used to be. Stagecoach equipment this early could be big. Yeah, we'll take that one. Hate to lose that, but if this is like a trinket organizer or something like that, could have been big.
A simple choice.
So yeah, we'll go fight and then we'll wend left. That will happen. This squad may also die. We're running Stygian Torch with a very odd combo. Well, they changed the way that the Leviathan's extra actions work, which was a huge difference maker for the game. So that's a big one. Oh, our speed is awful here. Let's see.
All that matters is the flickering torch you bear.
That's not where you drag those. What was the actual adjustment to the Leviathan? They made a lot of changes in the most recent patch. What's your relationship with Katniss? It's not great. What's your relationship with Katniss? Slightly better. All right, we'll do this one. But yes, it got significantly easier. I put the librarian basically solo on in terms of difficulty. I think the Librarian is singularly the easiest. Let's see. So I don't actually have a good way to combo this guy up. That's interesting. So hold on a second. I'm going to look this up because the Leviathan has never had 500 hit points. So that's definitely not correct. Hold on a second here. Yeah, the Leviathan has 155 HP and did not used to have 500. But it was reduced, I believe. All right, let's see. What's our plan here? I think we got to get rid of this guy. So we'll start there. From 9,000 to slightly below 9,000. That sounds about right. Let's see. I think we just keep mainlining this guy. We got to get him done. Give you a bit of a heal. I do think... Do we have Execution 1 on this? Let's just get this guy out of here.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
But we're going to get roughed up here for sure.
Cooperation is the key.
We really struggle with... Now, did I at least put solo on your board, so that's something. This is truly terrible, though. This may be a very short run for us. The 0 point no bleed. All right, you're dead. I love what is happening here. Not at all. We're gonna need solo and more to get this done. But this is a bad time. All right.
A long road.
Seems about right. Seems about right. And you wanted me to take on a general. Teach you, Jason. You, good gracious. This team was never meant for greatness, unfortunately. This guy's gonna explode on us big time. He had 3 or 4. It's okay though. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I switched over to a copy of our save file because this entire plan was doomed from the start. Sometimes I just like to science things and see if things work as well as they do. And we will try to play this one through. I'm not going to abandon the run, but we are going to need to come up with some new plans here. Let's see, you're very unlikely to get the ability to use that. That probably all does remain the same. Probably never going to do that, unfortunately. Okay. Changes less than I expected to. Expected it to, that is. But this is going to be our first time seeing how the replacement system works. That's exciting. But yeah, I think Rogue is just bad. I know people seem to like Rogue, but I think it's just bad. The damage buff is not that good from rank 1. And the riposte off of point blank shot just means you're using point blank shot, which is about as bad as it gets. Opening with point blank shot is arguably one of the worst things you can do with a highwayman.
Supplies this way, if you can make it.
Let's see, time-worn volumes. I think Rogue and Yellowhand are both pretty bad. But like, I was open to the possibility. I kind of vacillated between them, but from my perspective, Sharpshot is just so much better. Duelist first. Duelist is such a light hit though, and it can't hit rank 4. That's kind of from my perspective the issue. We'll go this way. At this point we're just trying to limp through. I think Moth is probably, I mean, I guess we need to do, we probably need to do this just to try to stave off the meltdown, assuming we have, looks like we won't have a fight until Oblivion's Rampart, but we have a pretty decent shuffle here. But we will, we'll run it back. If and when we fail this run, Duelist Point Blank is the build hit rank 1 and 3 with riposte. But that's the thing, you don't have any way to generate taunt, so what's the guarantee that anybody's gonna hit? You run Rogue, you don't target rank 4. That's the issue though. Rank 4 is the most critical rank to hit generally. It's generally the highest damage, highest danger element of the thing.
The loathing festers.
I think that's the issue that I have with the build. Is like, we're about to go against, say, a pair of cultists here, right? Rank 1 and 2 are the most... Yes, okay, so rank 1 and 2 get hit the most. I will agree with that. Right? And that's probably a meltdown. Yep, alright. I tried to stop it. But, c'est la vie. This fight will probably kill us. Seems very likely. Seems bad. Live to fight another day, my friend. I run the taunt thing for the highwayman too. I mean, do you just always have it? Because I think we're talking in a lot of hypotheticals here that we lack the capacity necessarily to generate. So it's not about, I want to be clear, right? I'm not complaining about the damage of the rogue. I'm complaining about where the damage goes. That's the issue. Hey, treasure. God, we can't land a bleed to save our lives.
Total of violent equation, unfavorably rounded down.
So the less characters that you have with damage flexibility, like a rogue, the more problems I think you have in a given run. A cultist pull is a reasonable plan. I can't believe how long it is taking us to do this. Well, I'm glad that didn't hit us.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
All right, let's get to work on this guy. I think we might come through this. It'd be a little impressive if we did with all those crit tokens that she has.
Yourself.
But that's okay. We made the decision that we made for reasons. Hellion for Iron Swan. I mean, Hellion for Iron Swan is good. I considered running a Hellion, but like the temptation was to run a Bleed Hellion since I was kind of going for a Bleed build. But
And now, the greatest test.
But yeah, I think this is going about as well as I expected. I think we have to put this here. If we want to get the win, we really needed that to crit.
Another blow on the bruise.
I think we are dead. I think we are dead, but we'll play it out.
Understood death, but could not defy it.
These dots are gonna do some work though. I'm gonna risk the heal here. She could have done something else there, I will say.
An interminable conflict.
It's gonna be a one-on-one here. There's not a new system for Death's Door, Rat. Oh yeah, we don't have any rank 1 abilities, do we? Yep. That is a shame.
Now climb.
Yeah, when this corpse goes away, we're dead. Two to 4 isn't enough to justify it. I think we keep bouncing ourselves back and forth. Yeah, and it's over. Unless we can like just wait this guy out. So statistically, that's not the way it works, Rat, but I understand that it feels that way sometimes. All right.
He courted the unthinkable, but to no avail.
I mean, that team was just bad. But